The rise of artificial general intelligence, AGI, is set to be one of the most transformative events in human history. Unlike narrow AI, which is designed for specific tasks like facial recognition, language translation, or medical diagnosis, AGI possesses human-like intelligence, the ability to think, learn, and adapt across multiple domains without human intervention. This level of intelligence could automate complex cognitive tasks, making AGI not just a tool but an independent decision-maker in the global economy. But as AGI advances, a major question arises. How will it impact jobs and the economy? Many industries have already felt the disruptive power of AI, with automation replacing repetitive and predictable tasks. But AGI could take this transformation to an entirely new level. It has the potential to replace jobs that were once thought to be exclusively human, including high-skill professions like doctors, lawyers, software developers, and even CEOs. The traditional job market, built on human labor, may become unrecognizable, forcing societies to rethink work, education, and even the fundamental structure of the economy. For businesses, AGI presents an unparalleled opportunity. Companies that successfully integrate AGI could achieve higher efficiency, reduced costs, and near-perfect decision-making. An AGI-powered economy could lead to rapid innovation, where businesses can scale at an exponential rate, producing goods and services with almost no human intervention. But what happens to workers when machines can do everything better, cheaper, and faster? Will AGI create new jobs, or will it lead to mass unemployment? On one side, some experts believe that AGI will spark a new era of economic growth, creating entirely new industries just like previous technological revolutions. For example, when automation disrupted agriculture, it led to the rise of manufacturing. When manufacturing became automated, the digital economy emerged. Similarly, AGI could create entirely new fields of work that we can't yet predict, jobs focused on AI management, human-AI collaboration, and ethical governance. But is this enough to replace the jobs AGI will take? The other side argues that this time is different. Unlike previous revolutions, AGI doesn't just automate physical labor, it automates thinking itself. With AGI capable of self-improvement, self-learning, and decision-making, it could outperform humans in nearly every cognitive field, leaving little room for new jobs that only humans can do. This could lead to an economic crisis where millions are left without work, struggling to compete in a world dominated by intelligent machines. Will the concept of jobs even exist in an AGI-driven future? Governments and policymakers are already considering solutions, from universal basic income, UBI, to AI taxation, but are these solutions enough? If AGI controls most industries, who benefits from the wealth it generates? Will economic power become concentrated in the hands of a few AI-owning corporations, or will society find a way to distribute wealth fairly? In this discussion, we'll explore the full spectrum of AGI's impact on the job market, the potential rise of a post-work economy, and the economic models that could shape our future. Is AGI the key to a world of abundance and leisure, or a force of mass economic displacement? Let's dive in. How AGI will transform the job market. The impact of artificial general intelligence, AGI, on the job market will be nothing short of revolutionary. Unlike narrow AI, which automates specific tasks, AGI possesses human-like intelligence. It can learn, adapt, and perform multiple roles across various industries. This means that no job is truly safe from automation. From white-collar professionals like lawyers, doctors, and software engineers to blue-collar workers in manufacturing, logistics, and construction, AGI has the potential to outperform humans in nearly every field. The question is no longer if AGI will replace jobs, but rather how fast and to what extent it will disrupt the labor market. Historically, technology has displaced jobs but also created new opportunities. The Industrial Revolution replaced manual labor in agriculture, but it also gave rise to manufacturing jobs. The digital revolution eliminated many clerical roles but introduced careers in software development, data science, and digital marketing. Will AGI follow the same pattern, or is this time different? Unlike previous automation waves, AGI is not just a tool, it's an autonomous thinker. It can program itself, improve its own capabilities, and develop new business strategies without human intervention. This could mean that the new jobs AGI creates are also handled by AGI itself. For example, today, AI-assisted programming helps developers code faster. But what happens when AGI can build entire software systems on its own? The need for human programmers could diminish drastically. The same applies to medicine, law, finance, and even creative industries, where AGI could diagnose diseases more accurately than doctors, generate legal arguments more efficiently than lawyers, and create music, art, and literature that rivals human creativity. One of the first industries to experience AGI-driven job loss will likely be transportation. With autonomous vehicles powered by AGI, millions of truck drivers, taxi operators, and delivery personnel could find themselves unemployed. In the finance sector, AI-powered algorithms are already outperforming human stock traders and investment analysts. With AGI in control, the need for human decision-making in finance could shrink to near zero. Even in creative fields, which were once considered uniquely human, AGI is making significant strides. AI-generated art, music, and storytelling are already being tested at advanced levels. While human creativity may still have a role, AGI can create content at an unprecedented speed and scale, making it difficult for human creators to compete. However, some experts argue that AGI won't entirely replace jobs, it will transform them. Rather than eliminating all work, AGI could lead to a hybrid model, where humans and AGI collaborate. In healthcare, for example, AI may not replace doctors but instead enhance their ability to diagnose diseases, suggest treatments, and even conduct robotic surgeries with greater precision. Similarly, AGI-powered teaching assistants could personalize education for every student, ensuring better learning outcomes. Another possible outcome is the rise of entirely new industries. Just as the Internet created social media management, app development, and digital marketing, AGI could lead to fields like AI ethics consulting, human-AI collaboration specialists, and AGI governance roles. The question remains, will these new jobs be enough to replace the ones lost? One of the biggest challenges with AGI-driven automation is economic inequality. If AGI takes over industries at an accelerating rate, who will own and control the wealth it generates? If corporations and a small elite control AGI, the economic gap between the rich and the poor could become larger than ever before. Governments may have to introduce policies like universal basic income, UBI, or wealth redistribution models to ensure people can survive in a world where traditional employment becomes obsolete. Another concern is the psychological impact of mass unemployment. Humans have built societies around the concept of work. What happens when work is no longer necessary? Will people struggle to find purpose? Will new cultural and economic structures emerge that redefine productivity, meaning, and identity? Ultimately, AGI will reshape the job market in ways we can barely predict. While some jobs may survive or evolve, the reality is that millions of people could be displaced if governments, businesses, and individuals are not prepared for this transformation. The challenge is not just technological, it's societal, economic, and philosophical. Will we find a way to integrate AGI into the workforce, or will AGI make human labor obsolete? The economic disruption caused by AGI. The rise of artificial general intelligence, AGI, will not just impact individual jobs, it has the potential to completely restructure the global economy. Unlike traditional automation, which enhances productivity in isolated sectors, AGI has the capability to optimize entire industries, reshape financial markets, and challenge fundamental economic principles. The rapid integration of AGI could lead to unprecedented wealth accumulation for a few while displacing millions of workers, forcing us to rethink our approach to employment, wages, and wealth distribution. But will AGI create a new economic golden age, or will it push us into a crisis of inequality? One of the biggest disruptions AGI will bring is massive economic deflation. In today's economy, productivity growth is often accompanied by higher wages, better jobs, and increased consumer spending. But with AGI, labor costs could be reduced to near zero, as companies replace human workers with AI-powered systems. This means that products and services could become significantly cheaper, but it also raises a dangerous paradox. If most jobs are automated, who will have the money to buy these cheaper products? Without wages, consumer spending collapses, and entire economic systems could break down. This leads to another key issue. Who will own and control AGI? In its early stages, AGI development will likely be dominated by a handful of powerful corporations and governments. Tech giants investing in AGI, such as Google, OpenAI, and DeepMind, could establish monopolies, gaining control over global markets in ways never seen before. Unlike previous industrial revolutions where competition helped balance economic power, AGI could centralize wealth and influence in the hands of a small elite. The result? A deepening economic divide between those who control AGI and those who are left behind. One proposed solution to counterbalance this disruption is Universal Basic Income, UBI. With millions of jobs disappearing, some experts argue that governments must provide a guaranteed income to all citizens, ensuring that people can afford basic necessities despite widespread automation. Countries like Finland and Canada have already experimented with UBI on a small scale, but implementing it on a global level would require radical economic restructuring. How will governments fund UBI when traditional tax revenues from employment-based incomes decline? Will corporations that benefit from AGI be required to pay higher taxes, or will nations struggle with unsustainable welfare systems? Another concern is the potential collapse of traditional investment markets. Today's stock markets function on the principle that businesses grow by hiring more workers and selling more products. But what happens when AGI eliminates the need for human labor? If companies can generate wealth without paying employees, traditional financial models could become obsolete. Investors may shift toward AGI-driven automation firms, creating a scenario where only AI-centric businesses thrive, while industries reliant on human workers fade away. This could lead to unprecedented economic instability. On the other hand, some experts believe AGI could create new economic opportunities. With AI-driven decision-making, businesses could optimize efficiency, cut waste, and produce more sustainable economic models. New industries may emerge, focusing on human-AI collaboration, AGI governance, and ethical AI development. There could also be an explosion of demand for AI ethicists, policymakers, and cybersecurity specialists tasked with ensuring that AGI remains under control. The question is, will these new jobs be enough to compensate for the ones lost? A significant unknown is how different countries will react to AGI-driven economic shifts. Developed nations with advanced AI research may adapt faster, while developing countries, which rely heavily on labor-intensive industries, could suffer immense economic damage. Will AGI deepen global economic inequality? If wealthier nations monopolize AGI technology, they could control global trade, leaving poorer countries without a viable economic model. This could trigger geopolitical instability, trade wars, and even economic collapse in certain regions. Ultimately, the economic disruption caused by AGI will depend on how societies choose to implement and regulate it. If left unchecked, AGI could usher in an era of extreme wealth concentration and widespread unemployment. However, with proper planning, governments, businesses, and individuals could reshape economies to work alongside AGI rather than be destroyed by it. The coming years will determine whether AGI becomes an economic disaster or a force for unprecedented global prosperity. But the real question remains: how will societies adapt when AGI changes the very foundation of human labor and economic value? The shift from human-centered work to AI-dominated industries. For centuries, human labor has been the driving force behind economic growth. From the Industrial Revolution to the rise of the digital economy, new technologies have reshaped the job market, but humans have always adapted. However, the emergence of artificial general intelligence, AGI, presents an entirely different challenge, one that could shift work away from humans entirely. Unlike past automation, which replaced physical labor but still relied on human intellect, AGI has the capability to think, learn, and problem-solve at superhuman levels. This means that even knowledge-based professions, once considered safe from automation, could soon be dominated by AI-driven systems. But what does this mean for workers, businesses, and the global economy? One of the most immediate impacts of AGI will be the automation of white-collar jobs. While automation has historically affected factory workers and manual laborers, AGI threatens professions that require creativity, decision-making, and problem-solving. Fields like law, medicine, finance, engineering, and even scientific research could see a drastic shift as AI-driven algorithms outperform humans in accuracy, speed, and efficiency. Imagine an AGI-powered legal system where AI lawyers instantly analyze case law and predict court rulings with near-perfect accuracy. Or an AGI-driven healthcare system where AI doctors diagnose diseases faster than any human physician. With machines performing complex cognitive tasks better than humans, what role will be left for people in these industries? Another major shift will occur in creative fields, which have long been seen as uniquely human. Traditionally, artists, writers, musicians, and filmmakers have used their imagination, emotions, and life experiences to create original works. But with the rise of advanced AI models that can generate music, write novels, and produce high-quality visual art, the line between human and machine creativity is blurring. Already, AI-generated music is being used in films and advertisements, while AI-written scripts are being tested in Hollywood. If AGI reaches the point where it can compose symphonies, direct movies, and paint masterpieces, what will happen to human artists? Will they become obsolete, or will they collaborate with AI to create entirely new forms of art? The corporate world will also undergo a radical transformation. Today's industries operate with hierarchies of managers, executives, and workers, but AGI has the potential to optimize decision-making far beyond human capabilities. In a world where AI-driven corporations predict market trends, manage supply chains, and make high-level business decisions, will human executives still be necessary? Companies might transition to fully automated AI-driven enterprises, where human employees become supervisors of intelligent machines rather than direct decision-makers. This could lead to a complete restructuring of corporate culture and business leadership, forcing humans to adapt to a world where they no longer hold the final say in major decisions. One of the biggest questions surrounding AGI's dominance in industries is how humans will remain relevant. If AGI can handle everything from accounting to creative writing, will humans need to reinvent their roles in society? Some experts predict that people may shift toward roles that enhance AI systems rather than compete with them. For example, new jobs could emerge in AI ethics, human-AI collaboration, and emotional intelligence coaching, where humans provide guidance and oversight to ensure AI aligns with human values. But will these jobs be enough to replace the millions that AGI is set to displace? There is also the concern of job polarization. As AGI eliminates mid-tier jobs, the workforce may split into two extremes: highly specialized AI engineers, ethicists, and policymakers on one end, and low-skill manual laborers on the other. This could lead to an even greater economic divide, where those with advanced AI knowledge thrive, while those who cannot adapt struggle to survive in an increasingly automated world. Will societies be able to res-kill and retrain displaced workers fast enough to keep up with AGI's rapid advancements? Or will the rise of AI-driven industries leave large segments of the population unemployed and struggling to find purpose? Despite these challenges, AGI could also create opportunities for new forms of work. Instead of traditional jobs, people may shift toward passion-driven, purpose-based work, where they focus on creativity, philosophy, and human connection, areas where AI, no matter how intelligent, may never fully replace human intuition. Some theorists even propose a post-work society, where AGI handles most economic productivity and humans engage in exploration, innovation, and self-improvement. But can such a world truly function? If people are no longer required to work, how will economic value be distributed? Will societies collapse under extreme inequality, or will they thrive in an era of abundance? Ultimately, the transition from human-centered industries to AI-dominated sectors will challenge us to rethink what it means to work, contribute, and find purpose in a world where machines outperform us in almost every aspect. The key question remains: will humans be able to adapt fast enough to keep pace with AGI, or will we be left struggling to find our place in an AI-driven future? Universal Basic Income, UBI, and the redistribution of wealth in an AI economy. As artificial general intelligence, AGI, transforms industries and replaces human workers, societies will need to rethink how wealth is distributed. With AGI handling everything from manufacturing and logistics to law and medicine, traditional jobs may disappear at an unprecedented rate, leaving millions without work. The idea of Universal Basic Income, UBI, a system where every citizen receives a guaranteed income regardless of employment, has gained significant attention as a potential solution. But will UBI be enough to sustain economies in a world where AI dominates productivity? And more importantly, who will control the wealth generated by AGI? One of the primary concerns with AGI-driven automation is mass unemployment. Unlike previous technological advancements, where displaced workers found new opportunities in emerging industries, AGI threatens to replace jobs across all sectors simultaneously. From fast food workers to corporate executives, no job is completely safe from AI automation. If human labor is no longer the driving force behind economic production, how will people earn a living? UBI proposes a radical shift, one where income is no longer tied to employment but is instead distributed as a fundamental right. At its core, UBI is designed to provide financial security in a world where traditional employment is scarce. By ensuring that every individual receives a set amount of money each month, societies could prevent poverty, reduce inequality, and allow people to pursue education, creative projects, or entrepreneurial ventures without the fear of financial instability. Proponents argue that AGI-driven automation could lead to a post-work utopia, where humans no longer need to engage in repetitive, mundane jobs and can instead focus on innovation, exploration, and self-improvement. But the question remains, who will fund this system? One potential funding model for UBI involves taxing AI-driven companies and wealth generated by AGI. As AI takes over industries, businesses could be required to contribute a portion of their profits toward a universal income fund. Tech giants and AGI-driven enterprises would essentially pay a robot tax to offset job losses and redistribute wealth. However, corporations may resist such policies, arguing that taxation stifles innovation and discourages AI development. Will governments be able to regulate AI-driven wealth, or will powerful AI corporations dictate economic policies in the future? Another major concern is inflation and economic sustainability. Critics argue that if everyone receives a guaranteed income without working, the value of money could decrease, leading to rising prices and economic instability. If UBI is not carefully managed, it could create an economy where basic goods and services become unaffordable, defeating the purpose of wealth redistribution. Moreover, will UBI encourage people to stop working entirely, or will it serve as a safety net that allows individuals to take risks, start businesses, and invest in personal growth? The introduction of AI-driven wealth distribution could also lead to new social and economic divides. If AI companies and their stakeholders control the majority of wealth, they may hold unprecedented power over global economies. In a world where AGI generates most economic value, who decides how that wealth is distributed? Will governments play a role in regulating AI-driven economies, or will AI-driven corporations become the new ruling entities? Despite these challenges, some believe that UBI could unlock a new era of human potential. If AGI eliminates the need for labor, societies could transition to a system where individuals are free to pursue creative, scientific, and philosophical endeavors. Instead of competing with machines, humans could focus on personal fulfillment, education, and innovation. But will people embrace a post-work society, or will they struggle with the psychological shift of no longer having traditional employment? Ultimately, the future of wealth distribution in an AGI-driven economy will depend on how societies adapt, regulate, and manage AI's economic impact. If done correctly, AGI could create a world where no one struggles for basic needs, and everyone has the opportunity to thrive in a post-work society. But if left unchecked, AI-driven wealth concentration could lead to a dystopian reality where a handful of corporations control global resources, leaving the majority in economic uncertainty. So, as AGI reshapes the economic landscape, one key question remains. Will universal basic income be the answer to mass automation, or will humanity need a completely new economic system to survive in an AI-driven world? The rise of AI-driven corporations. Who will control the economy? As artificial general intelligence, AGI, continues to evolve, it raises a critical question. Who will control the AI-driven economy? While AGI has the potential to revolutionize industries, increase efficiency, and create immense wealth, there is growing concern that a handful of AI-driven corporations may monopolize global markets, concentrating power in the hands of a few. If AI becomes the primary driver of economic productivity, will governments be able to regulate these entities, or will corporations wield more power than nations? The history of technological revolutions has shown that those who control innovation control the economy. From the Industrial Revolution to the rise of the Internet, major corporations have dictated how wealth and resources are distributed. However, AGI is different. It is not just a tool but an autonomous intelligence capable of making economic decisions, optimizing industries, and even running businesses without human intervention. This means that companies that own AGI systems could become the wealthiest and most powerful entities in history, surpassing even the largest governments. One of the key advantages of AGI in business is its ability to eliminate inefficiencies. Traditional corporations rely on human decision-making, corporate structures, and bureaucratic processes, which can slow down progress. But with AGI-powered companies, decision-making will be entirely data-driven, allowing businesses to predict market trends, automate production, and optimize resource distribution with near-perfect accuracy. This could lead to an era of hyper-efficient capitalism, where AI-driven enterprises dominate every aspect of the economy. However, this raises significant ethical and economic concerns. If a few corporations own the most advanced AGI systems, they could create an economic divide unlike anything seen before. Wealth would no longer be tied to labor or human innovation, but rather to who owns the most powerful AI models. Small businesses and traditional industries could struggle to compete against AI-driven giants that operate with zero labor costs and nearly infinite scalability. One potential outcome is the rise of AI megacorporations, companies that run almost entirely autonomously. Imagine a tech giant where AGI systems handle product design, marketing, supply chain logistics, and even high-level corporate strategy, without the need for human executives or employees. These corporations could potentially control global trade, set market prices, and influence international policies, making them more powerful than any government. With this level of control, will governments be able to regulate AI-driven businesses, or will they become dependent on them? Some experts predict that governments may struggle to impose regulations on AI corporations, as these entities could operate across multiple countries, using AGI to find legal loopholes, optimize tax avoidance, and resist government oversight. If nations become reliant on AGI-driven economies, they may lose the ability to govern effectively, shifting power away from democratic institutions and into the hands of AI-controlled enterprises. Another major concern is AI-driven wealth accumulation. If AI companies generate trillions of dollars in profit, who will benefit? Will the wealth created by AGI be distributed to society, or will it remain concentrated within a few elite organizations and individuals? If AI corporations refuse to share their economic power, the gap between the ultra-wealthy and the rest of society could grow beyond control, leading to unprecedented levels of inequality and social unrest. Some argue that government intervention is the only way to prevent AI corporations from becoming too powerful. This could involve implementing strict AI regulations, taxing AI-generated profits, or even nationalizing certain AGI technologies to ensure that the economic benefits of AI are shared with the broader population. However, others believe that innovation thrives in free markets and that heavy regulation could stifle AGI development, causing economic stagnation. An alternative solution is decentralized AI ownership. Instead of allowing a few companies to control AGI, some experts propose open-source AI models and distributed AI networks that are owned by the public. This approach could democratize access to AI, allowing small businesses, individuals, and governments to benefit from AI-driven productivity without corporate monopolization. However, decentralized AI also comes with risks. If anyone can access AGI, it could lead to misuse, security threats, and global instability. Ultimately, the future of AI-driven corporations will depend on how society, governments, and industries choose to regulate and distribute AI-powered economic gains. If AI monopolies take control, we could see a world where corporations wield more power than governments, and economic disparity reaches extreme levels. But if AI is managed responsibly, it could lead to an era where productivity, innovation, and economic growth benefit all of humanity. So, as AGI reshapes global economies, one crucial question remains. Will governments and societies be able to keep AI-driven corporations in check, or will AI-controlled businesses become the rulers of the future economy? The future of work. Will humans have a place in an AI-driven economy? As artificial general intelligence, AGI, continues to evolve, the nature of work itself is on the brink of a massive transformation. For centuries, technological advancements have reshaped industries, from the Industrial Revolution to the rise of automation and the Internet. However, AGI presents a completely different challenge, one that goes beyond simple automation and threatens to outperform humans in almost every intellectual and creative domain. This raises a fundamental question. Will humans still have a place in the workforce, or will AI-driven economies make human labor obsolete? The first major impact of AGI on work will likely be the elimination of repetitive, rule-based jobs. Jobs in manufacturing, logistics, and customer service have already seen high levels of automation, but AGI will take it further by replacing jobs that require problem-solving, decision-making, and even creative thinking. Professions once considered safe from automation, such as software development, law, medicine, and finance, could be entirely taken over by AI models capable of performing tasks faster, more accurately, and at lower costs than humans. For example, AI-powered legal systems could analyze contracts, draft legal documents, and even predict case outcomes with extreme precision. Medical AI could diagnose diseases, prescribe treatments, and conduct robotic surgeries with a level of efficiency and accuracy that surpasses human doctors. Financial markets may no longer require human traders, as AI-driven hedge funds execute trades based on real-time market analysis. Even software engineers may become obsolete as AGI autonomously writes and optimizes code, creating and maintaining applications without human programmers. But not all jobs will disappear. While AGI will dominate many fields, it may also create new opportunities. Historically, technological revolutions have led to job displacement but also new industries. The question is, what new jobs will emerge in an AGI-powered economy? Some possibilities include AI ethics and policy experts, specialists who ensure AI systems operate ethically, fairly, and without bias. AGI integration specialists, professionals who help industries transition from human-led processes to AI-driven systems. AI-powered creativity and design. While AI can generate art, music, and literature, human creativity may still be essential in directing AI's output. Human-AI collaboration experts, workers who focus on how humans and AI can work together rather than compete. One of the biggest debates surrounding AGI and employment is whether universal basic income, UBI, will become necessary. If AGI-driven economies generate trillions in value with little human labor required, should governments distribute AI-generated wealth to citizens? Some argue that UBI could allow humans to pursue creative, entrepreneurial, and intellectual endeavors without worrying about job security. Others fear that a world without traditional work may lead to societal stagnation, depression, and loss of purpose. Another concern is economic inequality. If AI-driven corporations control the economy, will the wealth be shared among societies or concentrated among a small elite? Will workers have the power to negotiate with AI-driven employers, or will job security become a thing of the past? Governments may need to rethink labor laws, taxation policies, and social safety nets to ensure a fair and equitable transition into an AI-dominated economy. Furthermore, AGI may challenge the very definition of human work. If AI can write books, compose music, develop new technologies, and solve scientific problems, what role will be left for human intelligence? The answer may lie in collaboration rather than competition. Instead of replacing humans entirely, AGI could act as a co-pilot, augmenting human capabilities and unlocking new potential. For instance, in medicine, doctors may rely on AI assistants to make diagnoses faster and more accurately, while still maintaining the human element of patient care. In creative industries, writers, artists, and musicians may use AI tools to enhance their work rather than being replaced outright. The future of work may not be about humans versus AI, but rather humans and AI working together to push boundaries beyond what either could achieve alone. Ultimately, the impact of AGI on jobs and the economy will depend on how societies, businesses, and governments respond. Will AI be used to create a fairer, more efficient world, or will it lead to a winner-takes-all economy where only a few benefit? Will humanity find new roles and purposes in an AI-driven future, or will we struggle to adapt? One thing is clear: as AGI advances, societies must rethink the role of work, wealth, and purpose in a world where machines can do almost everything. The future of human employment is no longer just about technology, it's about the choices we make today. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more updated videos.